We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The ball on the tee. We're set for football. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's the rookie from Alabama. And Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Get set.
Purdy from the gun. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
18! Yellow.
Throwing here, Purdy. Completed to Hyatt. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. The Niners had 8 and 5 to start play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
18! Watch out!
Again, it's Purdy to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And this one is right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put them in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
19 kite. Here we go. 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Ready? Ready? 70 Lions. Go.
Now back to throw. Looking left sideline is complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Go. Rig. Cowboy 80. 19 Lions. 60 Maverick. Let go.
Back to throw now on first down. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Got him in right side, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll try the left side. Stamper. And we'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4, and it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara. Shotgun now with Purdy. We'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets it down to the 32. Now with a first down pickup of 8.
A good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get set. Here we go. Yellow.
Out of the gun, Purdy. He'll buy some time right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there and 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Get set. 18, what's up?
They'll try the left side. Stamper. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. That's his 19th rushing touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Jake Moody taking on for the 49ers.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
You look at this Niner defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now, if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if we can get to him. That one good for 26 and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
He finds his man complete. It's Horton. He'll be hit. Down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw again. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for a Seattle touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Seahawks have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7.
Seahawks 7.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look at repeat. There he goes left side. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. With touchdown number 20 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM, where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Bigsby. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Trap 60, trap 50, trap 60. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Throws right side, and that's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Bigsby is not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose a couple of yards back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Ready?
And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Out is Jake Bates to try the field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Bates' kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second and 7. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Now a handoff up the middle. Stamper. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Purdy. Forced out to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
On the jump.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw left side complete. That's Horton. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Pardney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. Here comes 3rd and the length of the football. Back to throw here. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Check. 19 strikes. 70 with.
They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pickup there, a 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Come on.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. Only 3 there on the screen and second down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides. And sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. We'll see how this one continues.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Back to throw, Purdy. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. Here's Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Purdy will look to throw again here. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. They'll roll him out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game, but after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Purdy now to throw. Flush to his right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
49ers field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And when you present 5 wide receivers in a pattern, that asks a lot of your offensive line, because sometimes thought you bring a little extra pressure towards the quarterback. They've got to protect, and the ball has to come out fast as well. That one was knocked away.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. And touchdown, Seattle! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal.
Seahawks 17.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Stamper. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Yellow.
Purdy looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Get set. Get set. Run around up.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Yellow. Yellow.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30.
Get set. Watch out.
They'll try the left side. Stamper. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Purdy. That one too wide and incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
18, watch out. Go get him. Stop.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 28 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Moody good with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
17.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And it's caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. We saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined with a completion and big gain.
Just a yard, but that's all they needed, and by the slimmest of margins, it'll be first and goal.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Kamara is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
Trap 50. Ready. Viking 18.
He'll look to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. From 3 yards out. And the Seahawks have cut it back within a score. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Purdy. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Watch out!
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. Completed to Hyatt. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.